Let's hit start.
I've not gone back and looked at these, so
Okay. I mean, did you have any thoughts about these like after playing them?
um, these were definitely later into the session, and I was initially losing like most matches, and then I feel like towards the middle to end where these games were, I was like a little bit more consciously trying to apply things,
Mm-hmm.
like overshoot, down tilt, and just stuff like that. But I don't know. I didn't go back and see how much I actually did.
Yeah. So we're probably gonna do. We're gonna do what I usually do for the first time doing analysis for a while. So we're just gonna like watch through the first game,
Mhm.
without really any comment at first, and then just like take note of like whatever it is that you see, and
Yeah,
then we'll go back to the beginning and we'll compare notes and just see like yeah, we'll just see what each of us noticed and put our heads together and see if we can come up with what went wrong in that game or what went right.
sounds good.
Okay. Okay, cool. So what did you notice?
Um, well, at the beginning, I want to point out the up throw up smash was not intentional. It was supposed to be an up air.
Sure.
Uh, I think sometimes I was like a little too focused on trying to like overshoot and punish dash back, and then like whenever he didn't dash back, I would start to get blown up.
Uh-huh.
So I guess like I just need to start recognizing more when I should just be switching it up like more quickly at least.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what else? Uh, there's one point where he recovered like onto stage, and I just like immediately up smashed, and it didn't kill. And I guess I should have like grabbed her back here or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Ledge dashes need to be better, but
Oh, you only
um,
you only like had to ledge dash like what once or twice, right?
yeah, something like that. I think you have smashed through one of them though, so that sucks.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely yeah. I mean, if he's just gonna disrespect it like that, yeah, I never get away with disrespecting Magi slash dashes like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah, she gets Galit. So slight difference.
Yeah, it's just like anytime like stubbornly trying to like disrespect ledge dash, I get very quickly reminded of reality.
Sick. My problem is I actually practiced ledge dashes not too recently, but I did so on my monitor, and then I went back and tried to do it on CRT, and it did not transfer. So I just need to sit down and do it.
Oh yeah, I see. I mean, yeah, I mean, don't ask me. I don't know anything about ledge dashing. I just know it's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So yeah, let's walk through each of these situations and let's see if you're capable of let's see if you can break down like stuff that leads to hits or not.
Okay.
Because just curious to see if you know it. So like right here, for
Right here, I
example,
think I'm hard committing to the overshoot.
yeah. So something like that you'll see, like what Crow will do here is like because like actually like his down tilt's like kind of sloppy because he just like down tilt's like right here, so it's like
Yeah.
you're like right here, so he's like actually kind of trying to hit you. So Crow likes to like full hop a lot here, where he'll
Okay.
just like full hop over with either back air or drill, and he'll
Yeah.
aim like right here.
Like when he's like close to the Marth like this is when he'll abuse the full
Yeah,
hop.
he'll get right here and then he'll full
Mm-hmm.
hop because it really blows up Marth for doing this down tilt, and if Marth has to like kind of like preemptively jump in order to
I
beat it.
gotcha.
So yeah, that's really strong. And then of course like if Marth chose to like dash back on this full hop, then if Marth dash back slowly, then he can just like continue forward with this full hop and then land with drill right here. Or if he's like, okay, Marth is dashing back, he'd full hop and then just drift back right here. So
Yeah.
he can drift back right here, and if Marth comes back in for the grab, he's already actionable. He can avoid it and then get a whiff punish.
Okay. I definitely think I commit to full hops like a little too far away from Marth a lot of the time. So I've like convinced in my head that the full hop's not as good, but I just need to recognize the range better, probably.
Yeah, it's just like you want to full hop in such a way that you like just go like over down tilt and stuff and land right behind him.
Yeah. That's definitely not fair, but I guess it worked.
Yeah, see, and this is where like the full hop is pretty nice because like look how far out of the way you have to go to avoid this down tilt. And
Yeah.
it's like you
And
pretty much avoid this down tilt perfectly, Like if you had run any less far, I think this down tilt probably just hits you.
yeah, and he's probably already like close to actionable, already actionable. Yeah, so he can just do that.
Yeah. So and like actually you could have even done a down tilt here, right? If you had done down
Yeah.
tilt here, this probably would have caught him, by the way. But yeah, if you had been full hopping here, then you would have already been hitting him. So you have multiple options.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the one you're talking about, right?
Yeah, just grab her aerial or something. Or
Uh,
maybe down smash or F smash. I don't know. So I can cover the arms attack. Pretty
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Down smash does seem pretty good. I don't like. Yeah, I guess the up smash is probably just the worst option here.
Yeah.
You grab. You could maybe double shine.
True. Yeah.
Leads to this. Oh, that's a good refresh. So this is something that I will point out because this one you actually get the punish on. So this actually happens a lot where you'll get like hit by something small on shield like this, and then
Mhm.
you like just immediately do an aerial out of shield, and it doesn't always work. Right here, it kind of works, but I
Yeah.
want you to watch this game for how you act out of shield when you get hit on it, because you do aerial out of shield a lot.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, yeah.
Let's see if this one. So this way you might have gone a little bit far.
Yeah.
But basically, like, this is why, like, I think like dash back punishing Marth isn't always good. Like, it's really
Mhm.
good if he chooses to fair here. If he had chosen to fair here, then this is a really good dash back. Whenever he
Okay.
chooses like a lower commitment option like this, then it can be kind of rough to win with punishing. So it's just like sometimes they run at you and you just off smash them in the face or something, or you just shine them in
Yeah.
the face. By the way, why did you full hop here?
Where?
Right
Right
here.
there?
Yeah.
Hmm. It could have been me just trying to short hop away, which is still like why I would do. But I don't know. Maybe I was gonna full hop aerial him coming off platform, but and then like I saw he's not coming off, so I just didn't commit to anything. Not sure.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that I feel like you got like kind of your wires crossed here because you did like you did some like pretty redundant options. So here's what happens, right? Uh you hit him like this and then he's on the platform. And then you land right here and then you're
Yeah.
like, okay, he's shielding, so you're like, okay, he's probably going to shield drop an aerial, right?
Yeah.
So there's two things you can do here, right? Or really, there's three things. One, you can dash back here and then let him shield drop aerial. Then you just run back in and then you grab him for
Yeah.
doing a dumbass aerial. Two, you can stand right here and you can just like time it up smash, or you can spam up tilt on his shield drop because it's very telegraphed and beat it that way. Or three, you can stand right here and you can block and then try to punish his aerial out of shield.
Hmm.
So what you ended up doing here is you dashed back, you dashed away, and then you shielded. So you like kind of double covered yourself against it. But if he's going to shield drop right here, now suddenly you've like, because you chose to shield, you lost the ability to whiff punish it.
Yeah.
You like, if you had just that only done one, if you had just shielded right here, or if you had just dashed here, then you would have easily had this whiff punish.
Yeah.
But because you did both, it's just like, well, that was like way too far to anything.
Yeah. I think there's definitely a lot of situations where I like overcorrect defensively against Marth because I'm just like convinced I'm gonna die if I fuck up. So I just like double down on shit like that for sure.
Yeah. And in this case, like, it like loses you an opening, but there's a lot of
Yeah.
times where just like, what if like the Marth is really clever and instead of doing like an aerial here, they had just dropped through empty and they could run up and grab.
Yeah.
That'd be probably pretty devastating. So be really cognizant of like, I don't know, which options you think are best to challenge Marth coming down from shield drop. And you don't want to like, I guess, overinvest in different options, right? You just need to do one thing that works.
Makes sense. I definitely should have got grabbed for that in air.
Do you think this is a missed wave dash? Right here, you
After
shine?
the shine, for sure, yeah. That's
Okay.
messed up type skill for sure.
Okay.
And I just react and try to do something fancy.
Oh, well, that was good that you just like made it kind of ambiguous. Alright, so dash attack. I kind of thought there would be like a nair or a turnaround up tilt after this dash
Yeah,
attack.
I think I doubted myself on like the tech situation.
Uh-huh. Yeah, or you definitely could have just let him land here and then tech chase.
Yeah.
So this was fine. This is actually pretty good. This tech chase. So I think you do a really good. You did like a really good reactive crouch on this get up attack. Yeah, but then you don't get the punish off of it. I think you
Yeah.
acted really slowly out of it.
Yeah. It's like I wasn't ready to do it,
Yeah.
even though I did it. Yeah.
And then I guess you were just trying to up smash. Yeah,
Yeah, that was probably a smash.
got him.
Check those.
Let's look at this edge guard. Yeah, it feels a lot like instead of edge guard reactively, you're just like, I'm a waveland.
Yeah, I was like, I think he'll probably go towards ledge, so I'm gonna get there and hit a bunch of buttons doing it.
Yeah, because like you could have been watching him here, and you could have still done this waveland, but like if you had waveland and then double jumps right here,
Yeah, I
you
could have
probably
back
shit on him. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could have
That's
just
true.
like wavelanded off and then double jumped here, and then you would have definitely hit him.
For sure.
So here's a question: do you think whenever you're doing this edge guard, you're watching your character or the other character?
Hmm. I don't know. I honestly might be shifting focus back and forth.
Yeah, because I think like, well, it's really common to know it's like I'm supposed to watch my own character, but like
Hmm.
whenever you're doing movement like this, that you have to like put a little more conscious effort into, like, oh, I
Hmm.
consciously decided to do this waveland, then it's very likely that your focus is shifting to your character. So you're not really seeing like where Marth is because he's like
Yeah.
in a position where he can drift in or he can double jump really high. Um, and because of that, it's just like this is something that you might want to consciously practice, like noticing like where your attention is at different parts of the stage. For example, I notice that whenever I'm trying to do like really good survival DI at the moment of impact, whenever I get hit, my attention like shifts to look at my character like
Hmm.
as I start my recovery. And what you really want to do is you want to get to the point where you can just like where I mean, of course, it's just second nature, and you don't have to look at your character. But the point is just like looking at, you know, you're supposed to look at the other person's character, but it does apply to like end up to be more specific contexts than just oh, generally always look at your other person, the other person's
Yeah.
character, even though that's true. It's just like you may want to pay special attention to like some sort of like quote unquote execution heavy movement like this while still looking at the other person's character.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Because I'm pretty sure that's why you missed this edge guard.
Yeah, I
I
definitely
think,
was just
yeah,
like, oh, I'm gonna get this waveland, and then yeah,
yeah, I think if you had seen him, you would have just double jumped off this waveland and hit him.
yeah. Oh,
Very cool. That's why I never do that arms attack.
yeah. There's no point.
I think it sucks.
I lose nothing by F smashing every time.
Yeah. Oh, it's like all kind of awkward. It's just like
Yeah,
y'all are like really far, and then yeah. So you were reading dash back. That's fine. Or you read it again.
I was definitely just in the mode like I need to practice dealing with dashback, so like it was just kind of actively my game plan.
Yeah, and I think like this kind of situation still favors Fox because you're like getting inside of him, and
Uh
it's
huh.
just like you're reducing it to something that's a little scrappier.
Yeah, which I'm
So
definitely trying to play in general
so
too.
yeah, I think that's fine. It just looks funny.
Yeah, it's definitely a little slop.
So this shine is it's really hard to act out wave dash out of the shine, I think.
Yeah,
This is
it's
definitely
definitely an autopilot shine too. Like,
yeah. I definitely feel like, you know, this was maybe a spot where we could have looked to do like drill and then up tilt because like
yep,
you didn't really land very deep inside of him with your drill.
yeah, it was very
So
shiny.
it makes it like kind of awkward to follow up after you shine them. Like if they DI away, it can probably be like kind of hard to chase him. But I think like maybe like up tilt here is pretty good.
I agree. Yeah.
And then it looks like you missed another wave dash. Right.
It's sad that like Mango gets that shine and probably perfectly wave dashes back out of it and has time to act.
Yeah, he's nuts. So yeah, another spot. This is the second time he's like double jumped and just like held in early on his recovery,
Yeah,
right?
I'm just like expecting him to go to legend, not paying attention. Yeah.
Yeah. And like the worst case scenario, if you like let him get to ledge, it's okay. But I would kind of like prefer to start off like covering these more like greedy recoveries because this is like just like a really greedy recovery from
Yeah.
him. Like, what
Uh,
if you just like full hop back aired him here? You'd
yeah.
probably just die.
Honestly, between you and Josiah, I'm probably not used to Marth's recovering like that either.
Yeah. Let's see, why did we get grabbed? Full back.
I think I just like
He
backed
just
off
raw
right
grabs
there.
you.
Yeah.
So what were you trying to do at the moment when you got grabbed? Let's see. Were you trying to dash back? Okay.
It might have been a dash back, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a dash back.
I think up tilt might have even been fine too, but I mean, it could be CC'd, so.
But it's weird because I see you like turning around
Turn
again
around, yeah.
right before.
Yeah. I guess I committed to some kind of movement option.
So here.
Yeah. I dashed, yeah.
So it looks like you missed your dash back, honestly. Like you tried to dash away, because I think like actually if you had hit this dash away, you probably would have gotten away from this grab. But you turned around this extra time, and I think this is a tilt turn too. So this is a smash turn. No, actually this is a smash turn back in. Okay. So yeah, you missed. I think you missed.
Back then,
yeah. Your dash back. You missed your dash back, and you tilt turned, and then you tried to dash back in, and you got grabbed.
That's fine. Subtext skill.
Yeah, so that's something to note. Of course, tech skill flaws, because like I don't know, it's just like it feels kind of dumb to point out tech skill flaws because it's just also just like, yeah, I literally know whenever I mess up. You know, it's like thanks. You know, this isn't like, but you know, if you do have to notice that if over and over during the VOD analysis, you're like, oh, like I messed up my movement here, I messed up my tech skill here. Then that's like
practice.
Yeah, it's something that's like, oh, you would get a lot of mileage out of fixing that.
Yeah, no, definitely, for sure.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we do. Okay, why do we think that this ledge dash didn't work?
Wait. Okay, play it. Let's see.
Let me,
I dipped very, very low.
Yeah, okay. Six, seven. And then, so you were late on this.
That's way too low as well.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. So you went super low. And you also acted a little slow out of the ledge grab.
That's definitely just a ledge dash habit I have in general. I can't believe that grab hit.
And if you're gonna like fuck up a ledge dash, you might almost like rather to fuck it up. Like, I mean, clearly what you did is preferable to like air dodging and dying. But you might want to, and I don't know if this is true or not, but you might want to prefer to do it in a way that airs on the side of like triangle jumping into the stage.
Yeah, I see what you're saying for sure.
Because like even a triangle jump would have destroyed him there, which is kind of funny. Yeah, so this is a good example of a spot where you were trying to down tilt him.
Yeah, I thought after his down tilt he might dash back, maybe.
Yeah, I mean that's totally reasonable. Ooh, I think what happened here? So I like the way fast shack here. I kind of like, but then you end up turning around with your shield. I'm not really sure why. So I think you missed this edge guard because of like you just like randomly shield in a bunch of spots after your wave dash. So like look here. So right here L cancel, accidental shield, then wave dash back. Maybe you didn't mean to turn around, and then you like shield to jump, but you don't need to like. I mean, you could shield stop if this were a dash, but this is out of a wave dash, so you don't need to.
I definitely threw up shield an insane amount, and just like in my general movement for sure. I just like I don't know.
Yeah, I actually really wanted you to like keep your back here because I think just like keeping your back turned to him here lets you just like up tilt or back air him a lot better.
For sure.
And it becomes kind of awkward if you're like trying to beat his fair with Nair. Like you'll probably just trade at best.
Yeah, I agree.
I like the dash away read. So. This is a crouch cancel moment, in my opinion. So like right here, and then like just hold down at the end of the
Yeah,
full hop probably.
that makes sense.
Because you're just like aiming for a specific timing on his ledge get up with this full hop, right? Like if he does and gets up immediately, then you probably just land on him with back here, and then you kill him. Okay, so let's look at this down tilt. Why this down tilt didn't work? But first off, you dashed back like super far. You gave him way too much room here.
Yeah.
So he's up tilting over here. Even if he like forward smashed, his probably only goes like right here.
There. Yeah.
But you're all the way back here, and then you did an extra dash.
Yeah. That's definitely another instance of me overcorrecting, because I would like, for a while I would be way too close to ledge against Marth and like try to pressure it unnecessarily.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just too much space.
Yeah, you're like very, very uncomfortable like with punish here. Just like you seem very unconfident in your with punish ability. And also like Marth doesn't have like great ledge dash options, so you could just like be more over here. Like you have a stock to give, and just like I don't know. I know Marth's ledge dash sucks, so I like it more when people position a little more aggressively against it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you could have down tilted that.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Another thing I need to work on: double jump sweet spots. Yeah.
Yeah. Got him. Yeah, so I'm seeing a lot of these extra dashes again. You see wherever he whiffs this grab, and then you do an extra dash. Like after this grab, you can just go get him.
Yeah. I guess I'm just like not confident into knowing when I can with punish, so I'm just like, oh, I won't have time to get there, so I just keep dashing around.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, even if you could like. I mean, okay, so what are his options then? Yeah, let's talk about that. What are his options? So right here, he shields and then he grabs.
Yeah.
So you're right here.
Mm-hmm.
What are his options from here, right?
What do you have time to down tilt or fair?
I don't think he would have time to down tilt. I mean, he could like go for a fair. If you're right here, let's see. This is more accurate to the situation.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, if instead I just like barely missed this one. All right, here we go. So this is where Fox has made the decision. You can see he's looking behind him.
Yeah. I'm gonna just go back.
Yeah, Fox has made the decision to dash left again. What's Marth's? Marth's grab is just ending here. Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty sure you could beat down tilt. Like if you just like dash at him full bore here, I'm pretty sure you could beat down tilt.
Yeah.
The only thing you're really scared of, it probably, is like shield or dash back. Those are the big ones.
Yeah.
That I think he could do from here. So
can he mash grab again?
He could mash grab again.
I feel like that's degenerate, but
yeah, but like if you're going to use a hitbox, you should be okay, right? Like
yeah.
I mean, grab in place will beat you like trying to call an overshoot, but you can probably like undershoot a down tilt right here and be pretty safe. And then, like, of course, your hitbox will be any sort of grab.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, now he's like meeting you midair. What is going on? Let me shine out a shield.
Yeah, for sure.
Or you could back air. I think the drill is the medium option. Yep. Ledge, yeah.
Does not grab ledge.
Okay. Back air. Yeah, I like dashing away after that. And then punish. Oh, what happened? You're so close.
I might have been a little slow. If I committed to the nair sooner, maybe.
Let's see what we were doing at the time of this. Okay, so he runs off the platform. So he runs off platform, meaning his threat range is to probably like right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you actually just could have stood completely still right here. You can see this is where you left.
Yeah.
But you could have stood completely still, and then you could have punished him. And like this spacing is like very scary, but it's like and it's very tight, obviously.
Yeah.
But you know, it's what you need to do against Marth.
Yeah.
This is like the kind of delicate spacing game against Marth, and Crow is really good at just staying right at this range.
I think it's definitely that like ambiguous mid range that I am like really struggling with in general. For sure.
But you can also just like this is one that should be a little bit less ambiguous to you, I feel, for two reasons. One, you play Marth yourself, and two, this is like an off the platform situation, in which case it gets like pretty clearly defined for every character, right? Like, I mean, he can extend it by like doing some weird like long short hop forward to catch dash backs, but like in general, like you should be able to react to that, and people usually just run off or wave dash off with the fair. So like, you know, you've seen Magi's little like graphic, right? Yeah. So like this is just like that like every single time, where it's just like you know, if it were all grounded, then it's like, oh, like he kind of has, you know, a lot more like, ooh, bubble theory. He has a lot of potential options. But like, whenever he's coming off the platform like this, it's kind of just like, I mean, this is as far as he goes. So if you stand right here, then you just like never get hit. And if he does something as stupid as this, which they inevitably always do, then you get a punish. So this would be something that I would work on, like instinctively recognizing like the spacing for, where it's just like, hey, off of the side platform, you know, Marth reaches this far, and I just need to stand right here.
Yeah.
I just need to be right here. And it's like, it's the kind of thing that's like fast enough so that if you see it and you're like, oh, I'm going to go over here now, then it's going to be too late. But you need to like see the spots where he's going to like end up on a platform here.
Yeah,
so
then I
you see him jumping, and then you're already in position, which you actually are already. Like you're already like right here. So this is great initial positioning from you, but you were a little uncertain on the spacing. And if you ever want to remind yourself of spacing, well, it's really easy. You just pick Marth and run off or wave dash off the platform with fair a couple times and see how far you go.
That's fair. Maybe you think I could incorporate like wave dashing down, like right there at that spot?
Yeah.
I think I want to do that.
Yeah, that's a great place to start. Nice.
He finally went to ledge.
This guy picked all the wrong options, unfortunately for him. It's just not very good.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see how you play this. Here. I think you jumped early.
I have a definitely a habit of jumping early on these respawn situations for sure.
Because, like, this is, like, I think the exact wrong time to jump. Because he can, like, react if you go here, if you actually land on this platform,
Uh-huh.
and then, like, jump and fear you for it. And if you fall through like this, you're, like, right here, it's like, oh, well, this is
No,
very
yeah,
awkward.
now I'm in the corner. Yeah.
Yeah, if you had waited a little bit longer to jump, probably is a little better.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's very likely to shield poke, so no problems with that.
Hey.
Right here, I think this is kind of funny. Like, I want to say, like, if I'm Fox at 180%
Uh-huh.
up 2 stocks, what I'm doing here after the shield is I'm only, like, stubbornly holding shield,
Uh-huh.
or I'm
Make
like
him grab.
I'm wave dashing away. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm like holding shield. I'm like, what are you gonna do? Grab me? Like I'm at
Yeah.
180% dog.
That's fair.
Or I would wave dash away. That's like the only two options I would even begin to consider there. Maybe
Okay.
rolling.
Yeah. I definitely need to keep that in mind.
Oh,
I think I tried to turn around up tilt with laser to extend the combo.
that would have been hot. I mean, I can
Yeah.
see you turning around.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. Let's see. Yeah. So okay, so here's a question then. Let's talk about this because even though it's just like, oh, I was trying to swag, I think this is actually an important spot. So you hit this back air, and then you go for like this laser turnaround, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you? What happened with this laser turnaround? Because you can see he's like super close to you. So like,
Yeah.
this laser turnaround works what if they have worse DI and they're like over here, right?
Yeah.
Then you can get the laser turnaround and then just like double jump after them back air, right? If they're like way over here.
Yeah.
So the question is, after this back air right here, uh were you trying to what went wrong here? Was this laser land or sorry, this laser turnaround, there are a couple possibilities in my mind. Was this a laser turnaround that you did here because you thought that he was going to be way over here?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it something that is like, oh, you meant for like a turnaround laser land to the side platform, and then you wanted to like up tilt this? This
Oh no,
also
definitely.
makes
I wanted up tilt for sure. Yeah.
okay. So you wanted to. So this was an input error where you wanted to laser land right here in up tilt.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes a
'Cause-
lot more sense than the turnaround laser like back air or whatever.
Oh yeah, because in my head I was just like, he's like landing towards this spot on the platform. I could extend this combo with up tilt, and
Okay.
then yeah, for me to
Okay.
get there,
Yeah.
turn
Okay.
around laser.
Okay, that's good because I mean, this just like shows that I mean, this is the difference between like being able to recognize kind of like a decision making error
Mm-hmm.
and an input error, and this is like an input error, but you have to know like which one it is. Oh my god. Okay, you have to know which one it is.
Yeah.
That was my touchpad. Oh, you're really slow out of this up front.
Oh, I'm very slow at acting out of up there in general. Maybe right here though, I saw him go towards platform, and I wanted to laser land up smash, just because yeah.
Yeah,
But in general, I am
looks
still
like
on
you
top
did
of
no
that.
impact, but yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's fine to go for. But like, you still can't be this slow, right?
Oh no, for sure.
Like you still like maybe you would have gotten it if like if you just gone for it,
Yeah.
Uh, no matter what, you do have to act quickly out of this up there to get any sort of conversion, right? I don't think you're going to get punished here ever for like getting up there too fast,
Yeah.
basically.
No. Yeah, you're right.
And this is something that's easy to practice in Uncle Punch, where you just like turn on your act out of weight overlays, right? And you up throw a character some, you try to act as quickly as possible. Nice grab. And this one's much better. So let's see. Yeah, look how instant this is. That's good.
Yeah.
And then we were just unaware that this was perfect percent for Marth attack on side DI.
Yeah. I was just being stubborn and trying to get the laser land at that point.
Yeah. I like double shining there.
Yeah, I stole that from Pro.
Okay. Okay, sure. And then I guess you just like messed up your drift here, or did you decide
probably...
you weren't going to get there in time? Or did you think you weren't going to get there in time?
Could have been an input error, me trying to... I don't know. I mess up wave dashing back to legend that spot a lot, but I don't know if I would get full hop right there.
Because I think this should be a backwards short hop, and then you
yeah,
ledge, right? Or you could grab backwards short hop and shine.
Yeah.
That would have also worked. It just kills them on battlefield. Ow.
That dash attack was definitely an error for sure.
Ow. You get closer after the charge forward smash.
I know, right?
Yeah. So this is a lot better example of like beating like obvious fucking drop shield drop. I mean, he spot dodges a few times.
It definitely won't be that telegraph normally, but yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you can just like, this is just where they want to be. So yeah, this is a good example of where it is. But yeah, you have this awkward moment again. So you missed this follow-up. So what? Let me ask you why you missed this follow-up. What went wrong here? Why'd you miss?
I don't think I expected him to DI out that far. So like, I initially committed to the platform where I thought he would be, and when I recognized he wasn't going to be there anymore, I just kind of, I guess, like threw it away.
Okay. So you think you should do a better job of like recognizing his DI, right?
Yeah.
After the hit. He goes out like this. You have more time than you think you do after these hits. This kind of hit is like the guideline, I would say. But okay, so after this, do you see what happened that made you like literally why you couldn't get here in time?
Just because I committed to the jumping like immediately instead, or what?
Yeah, okay, so what should you have
done? I probably should have just like immediately dashed and then just reacted from there.
Yeah, so you could dash jump here, right? So if you dash jumped here, you did an immediate jump. If you did a dash jump here, you could probably get a dash jump near to like right here.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a good dash back though. Okay.
Very cool.
Word.
It'd be like that. There, I'm just like committing to overshoot really hard.
Yeah, I think that's okay. Like, okay, but there was something else.
I don't think I meant to land on the platform initially right there, and that made that back air really awkward.
Yeah. Okay. Dash.
Dash way too far.
Yeah.
So I definitely don't have that habit against other characters and stuff like Falco either.
Yeah, I mean, you need to make your dash usually like as tight as possible, right?
Yeah.
Surely a missed input here.
For sure, yeah. That's up smash.
Is a little bit slow.
I actually think I missed my wave dash out of shield right there.
Yeah.
Fuck. fuck off.
Another this input.
Yeah, let's turn around up tilt.
Nice. Okay, this is another case. I think whenever you hit this down tilt, I think you're just like or this down tilt and then the back air, and then I think you stop watching him.
Yeah.
Cause like he's all the way over here, and you're all the way over here.
Yeah.
And then you're like all the way over here when he's over here. Like this is like really bad for you. Like if you get up tilted here, you have no double jump, you die. So you should really like, you really need to like pay attention to like when you like suddenly stop watching your character or the other person's character and you start watching your own. And yeah, this is the thing that I noticed for myself, where it's just like there would be a lot of spots where like, especially like in tight scuffles, where the characters are like hitting or like moving close to one another, then my attention would shift over to my own character. Just like my eyes, you know, they're just like they're watching the other person, and then they get in close, and then like they get in close proximity to my character, and then they just transfer to my character. I'm not watching the other person anymore. So you really need to make a note of whenever, like, when is this switchover happening, and like why is this switchover happening.
It seems to happen a lot when I'm like trying to, like, when the punish feels like I can start extending it, and then I just like lose focus for sure.
Yeah, and it has to do with probably like with your practice. A lot of time you probably like look at your, I mean, it's hard because there's not that much else to watch whenever you're practicing your punish, right? You just like kind of look at your own character. But this would be a habit created by like, if whenever you're like practicing, say, this down tilt starter on Marth, and you do like down tilt and then you get the back air, that's all pretty free. And then after that, you like start looking at your own character, like, oh, I'm make sure like my drift is right, or that, you know, whatever animation I'm in. And then that's probably what would end up leading to this, like in your practice.
Yeah, that makes sense. Too long comboing that CPU Falcon.
You were slow out of this down hold. This is a good crouch.
Yeah.
And also, like, I don't know, you kind of picked an option that didn't make sense. I think universally just like doing like the dash forward, pretty good idea. But like the whole point of like crouch canceling is that like they can't run away that much. So you like ran all the way over here. Really, you just need to run like right here.
Yeah, do something. Yeah. Definitely acting out of CC is still something I'm not comfortable with, like in general.
Classic. Great combo. Great combo, dude. I love Marth. Got him. Alright, so right here. Oh, you got cucked. Do you see this?
Yeah, I can see he moved his hurt box back with the up tilt, right?
Yeah.
That sucks.
He could have just also done turnarounds. I think grab would have just been better.
Yeah.
He's at 18, you know, I think grab's just better. Oh, okay, we messed up again.
Yep.
So right here, then just like awkwardly did not like actually ledge cancel or whatever. Good crouch. Yeah, so it seems like you're getting very used to this. You're like trying to get used to this down tilt, and consequently, everything after the down tilt is still a little choppy, where you're not really used to like acting out of it while still paying attention to them. Because like I think like if you down tilt somebody here, and you like see them DI like this, and you're like, oh, I'm just dashing forward and airing right here. But like you had this like weird thing where you like dash forward and you're like, oh, like turn around, shield stop, back air, and it's just like all a little too slow for like where he's going to, where he already is.
For sure. I'm definitely not used to doing the delta like you said.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so you have this extra dash, right? This is
Yeah.
what this is fucked up. Shit. Yeah, look how a lot of times you just like. I talked about this on Dreamland, and then I never talked about it again. Whoops. It's just like right here, the grab doesn't work. Like if you wave dash out here more aggressively, then you would get him. There's a lot of
Yeah.
spots where you just like attack directly out of shield, where it's just like, oh, if you have wave dash, then you would have gotten a punish. Oh.
Yeah, that's awkward.
So right here, I would say you want to get more directly underneath Marth. This is a problem you kind of have on your juggles, where you kind of like tend to stray more towards like center, which is understandable. But you're like very conservative with it. If you could be like right here instead.
Yeah. It's like he has to come down, right? So
Yeah. So like he's over here, and you're like right here. But like you could really be right here and just back air this dude.
Yeah.
You could really position a lot more aggressively on this, especially because like, so like the startup of his sphere like starts way over his head. You know, it's not like Sheik where it's just like, so it's like, okay, so he mashes sphere right here. Imagine if you're right here and you're jumping and back air. So
yeah,
his spare's like right here, and then it's right here, and then it's right here. It takes this long to get to you.
Yeah.
So it's like framed like 9 or whatever. And if you're already back airing him, then you probably just destroy him.
Yeah.
So you could definitely position like a little more like below him. Like I would say like below and behind. So like a lot more steep of an angle. So if like he's right here, then you want to be like right here.
Yeah.
Just
I definitely think I like over respect when it's like when I have to take turns instead of just like pushing advantage. I'm like, okay, you know, the situation's over. I should just go back to playing neutral instead of like actually pressing my advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, or you could like, you know, or you could wave dash down. It's just like this is still definitely a turn that he gets to take, right? But he's spending it using the fair, which they inevitably always do. You could, I mean, if he's smart and you know he's like trying to outplay that, he could like do a side B to stall, or he could just like drift back more. But I think you should try to just like level 1 default, instead of being over here, you should try to position yourself like closer over here to where if they were to just like fall pretty much straight down with an aerial, you would be able to hit them for it. You would just like let them do the aerial and then hit them for it, whether it be like a wave dash down or it could be like stuffing them as they're starting the aerial.
That makes sense.
Well, try to do the leftovers. I've only seen one hot instance of the leftovers ever, and it was by Pew Pew against a Sheik player.
Doing it against Sheik is sick.
There was the cool. It was like on like the Smash Gist subreddit or something, and it was like, I think it was like Pew Pew knows his hitboxes. It was just like, oh, like he reads the Sheik player poofing high over the ledge, and he like does ledge hop reverse spare tipper.
Oh,
that was the only time I was like, that's sick.
Yeah, that's hype.
Oh,
very good. It's like
word. Yeah, you're just like, oh, I didn't kill. All right. Alright, so we dash. You actually still have time, but you could get like right here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're like kind of close. And then, why did you shine stall?
I have no idea.
I think the shine stall ruins you here. Ruins the edge.
I agree.
Here.
Yeah.
So what do you think was gonna happen?
I don't know. I think I panicked when I saw the neutral B. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like if he had just like turned around back here, this like neutral B again, like fair, it comes out from above him, so it doesn't cover
Yeah.
below him like that quickly, and you probably could have hit him, or you could just like gone to the ledge. I think what you need to do is you need to start looking at the way people drift whenever they're recovering a little more carefully, because he's like all the way out here,
Yeah.
and in all the juggle situations, he actually like tends to hold like out and up, and
Uh-huh.
then he'll like double jump in back like this.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So you can definitely like be watching. Whenever you get your hit, it seems like a lot of time you're just like, I got my hit, and then you start looking at your own character for like execution based reasons
Yeah.
instead of like looking at where they're drifting and see like where is the farthest forward that I can like hunt, that I can like shark him and hunt him a little bit without like making myself just like free to hit. Because a lot of the time it does seem like you're like pretty much just like not in the right place.
Yeah. Well.
All right. All right.
Very good.
All right. So yeah. So that was good. Do you have any other situations you want to go over from that? Let me see.
Uh,
Yeah, it's been right about an hour. Do you have any?
I definitely need to like. I think like the main takeaway from this is like, I don't think I was realizing how much I was looking at my character during those punish situations and like not paying attention to drift or like consequently like what range they have accessible to them because of drift.
Yeah,
So
and that'll also, I think that will go like a pretty long way to help you extend your punishes as
yeah,
well. Just like being able to notice like, hey, this is where this is like all the ranges that he's threatening, because it changes significantly as he drifts. So
yeah,
you can position yourself to beat those.
yeah, that makes sense. Definitely like respecting Marth like a little too much on my ranges still for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you may want to explore alternative methods of like calling out stuff, because like you saw with like the down tilts, you had a lot of like really well spaced dashbacks against down tilts, but you weren't able to like punish him for down tilting, which is like what makes down tilt a strong option in those spots. It's just like really difficult for like, even if it misses, for the Fox player to do much of anything about it,
Yeah,
if they're going to try to avoid it that way. But if you could perhaps like try more of a rebase approach by doing like a full hop like that and see if that suits you more. Obviously, that has its own drawbacks, but it's something that you could look into.
yeah, makes sense.
Okay, cool. So as usual, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. And
Well, I appreciate it.
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep all this in my brain and go practice stuff.
All right. Peace.
Yeah, later. Thanks.